here's the fun part. I'm going to show you some plants now. I'm going to start with the one right in front of me because this is a recent one, and I did also feature this Hoya in my spring Plantuber tag video, and this is my Hoya pubicalix red buttons that I had gotten from Gabriella Plants. And this is the one that had the long tendrils that were so long and stretchy and very, very frozen. So this is the one I cut back a lot of growth on. That was no longer growth, it was dead. But the rest of the plant is doing really, really well. I have it under an Aspect grow light here in my home, and I am seeing some active grow points on it already, which means it's acclimating pretty well under that light. And kind of put it in this cachepot is really big. It looks bigger than, you know, the actual grow pot is. But I do have 2 plants in here. This used to be 2 plants. It is now 1 because I did repot it just because the soil was pretty damp and pretty cold. So I gave it a little bit of a break. You know, I try not to interfere too much, but I think it's valid in the winter to kind of reevaluate the state of your plant when it arrives to you. If things are looking a little off, if the soil is too wet, if things are feeling pretty cold to the touch, you might want to consider, you know, weighing the pros and cons there. Is leaving it alone going to hurt it more than putting it into better conditions to allow it to heal faster? Another Gabriella Plants plant that I got this winter is my Hoya Australis. This is my second Hoya Australis. I got one off of Etsy. It was very small, that one was. That one I got months ago, before winter. So I got this other one that is very, very cute, and it has new growth starting up already. Here, and right here. Yay! So again, this one, I did repot this one because of the soil issue that I was running into. It's just, I think they ship a lot of their plants after watering them. I'm not sure if that's to give them a boost in transit. I feel like in the summer, that would probably be a good practice. In the winter, especially coming here, that can get dangerous, in my opinion. So I err on the side of caution when I run into cold, wet soil in my deliveries. And I decided repotting was worth the risk, and it seems to be paying off. Got some new growth there. There's Hoya Australis. All right, what's next? We'll do this guy. So this is a Hoya dolichosparte. Hoya dolichosparte. That's where we've landed. So this wonderful Hoya I got from an Etsy seller, and I'll put their name down here. They are one that I've gone through multiple times because I've had really good experiences with them, and I really do like their stock and the types of plants that they are able to grow and offer. So, and their prices are very reasonable as well, in my opinion. So this beautiful Hoya, I'd never heard of it before until I really saw it on their site. It arrived to me in fabulous condition, and I think I ordered this one. In January, and it maybe late December, and it arrived in January. And it had this long vine, and this secondary vine right here in front, that was a nub. That was very, very small. So this has grown, all of this growth. I'm trying to show you the best I can. So this whole vine right here has produced all of this since arriving in my home. So we have a whole other vine happening there off of this main mother vine, and I am here for that. This is just a really good grower. It came, you know, it's still, for as big as it looks, I have it in this little, this is the grow pot it came in. I have not changed that at all. So, you know, that's a testament to their packing skills as well, and the type of shipping, you know, process they use for their Hoya. Because it came to me, you know, I think all I had to do was give it a couple of days rest and then water it, and it took off. Yay! I'm going to show you another Etsy purchase. This is a little mountain aloe marlothii, that I picked up from an Etsy seller. And it looks a little sad right now, kind of curled in on itself, because I think it is due for a watering. But this guy also arrived in really great condition. I love the blue it has going on. I'm trying to hide so it will focus on the flippin' plant. So yeah, this guy, I was kind of worried, you know, I'm not a big succulents person to begin with, but shipping in the winter was going to be a test because I know they are pretty waterlogged generally. So I was thinking some parts of it might freeze. I was really worried about this little outer shoot for a while, but it's doing great. So I have this ZZ Raven. This was also purchased from an Etsy seller. And I did have the opportunity to purchase an extra heat pack on this one. I should probably be mentioning that. So for the Gabriella plants, I purchased their winter protection insurance option, which was a heat pack and I think additional wrapping and packaging in it to keep it warmer and insulate it a little bit more. For the Etsy options, I think all of these I did purchase extra heat packs for. So the ZZ Raven is also doing pretty well. I did lose one of its shoots. I think it somehow got disconnected from the base of the plant, and so that just shriveled up and didn't make it. But the rest of these are doing great. I have this back on my half wall there, so it is still receiving quite a bit of light, taking up some real estate. You know, I know ZZ plants do great in lower light, but with all of the plants I've ordered online this winter, I've kind of tried to give them an extra boost of light and humidity, whatever they need, just to kind of give them a running start and, you know, acclimate them a little bit faster. This one's going to be really hard to show you, I think. It is my Hoya imbricata. Oh God. Oh God. Man down. I don't know if I can show you this. Well, kind of. Do you see that? Little dude right in there, he's hanging out in his terrarium. This one went right into a terrarium when I got it. It's a cutting, and I've kind of set up an environment for it that is high humidity, high light, something to climb on. I've heard that's what it likes. It is rooting. I have seen roots on it. So with the imbricata, the little cup-shaped leaves develop roots underneath, and that helps it to kind of shingle up things. So it has roots on the base of it, on the base of the stem, that I noticed grew in, and then it also is developing its roots underneath its leaves, which is cool. Can't wait for this one to grow. This guy is also, I recently featured him in an unboxing, and it is my Hoya carnosa compacta variegata, the variegated one. See if I can actually get it to focus on it this time. Yeah, so this guy's bouncing back slowly. I have it still in a terrarium for some, or cloche for some extra humidity. This one I got from Hertz. And I think for Hertz, they did allow me to purchase a heat pack, if I am not mistaken. So this guy is my crocodile fern. This one I also got from Gabriella Plants, now that I'm remembering things. So this one arrived in pretty great condition. Looks pretty similar to how it looks now when it got here. And then, yeah, again, just purchased their winter protection insurance, which I think is an extra $4, I believe. $4 or $5. I'll post it. But yeah, this one's grown great. I put this right next to a humidifier near a grow light when I got it home, and it isn't growing too much, but it's definitely maintaining, which I'm not going to complain about when it comes to ferns. So this is my Dischidia ovata, or watermelon Dischidia, that I got from Steve's Leaves. I believe I also have an unboxing that I will post above in the cards if you want to check that video out. But this guy was the one that got held in the greenhouse down there forever, it seemed like. But I did not complain because they know their plants and they had a really solid policy. I was in communication with Kim from Steve's Leaves pretty much the entire time. They would send out, you know, notifications week to week if they were able to ship or not, or if they were holding for the weather window. And so when I finally did get this guy, I did lose some leaves after I kind of got it in its place to kind of acclimate. Haven't lost a leaf in a while, and I am studying it now because it seems to have stabilized pretty well. And I'm looking for new growth points on it. I do have it in a bright area of my home. I have it in my spare bedroom / plant room that has that nice west-southwest aspect window in it. So this one, I would say, is also a success. So pretty. I love the vines on it. Love it. Last one I'm going to show you is my Hoya linearis. This one I got from Plantarina, and they, I would say, arguably have some of the best winter shipping prep I have ever seen. This guy came wrapped in insulated, some sort of insulated material inside the box. It looked like it was packaged with extreme care. I know these ones are obviously a little bit more delicate than some other Hoya, but it arrived, I couldn't ask for a better experience, I don't think, especially this winter. The winter packaging option was a little bit more expensive than the others, I will note that. I think it was closer to $10, but you did get, you know, that nice insulated packaging inside the box. You also got a heat pack, and it's doing great. I have it sitting right next to a humidifier in my home, almost directly under an aspect grow light. It's just off to the side a little bit, but it receives that light. I have it up kind of elevated so that it, you know, more of the light hits it, and it's doing awesome. I can't complain. I have a lot of live growth tips at the end here that are actively developing new little baby linearis leaves. So cute. Okay guys, that is it from me today. I do have a couple of pending orders still in the works this winter. I did mention I have a Steve's Leaves order coming in that has 2 plants in it. I also have one other order from an Etsy store that has 3 plants in it, which I will be excited to unbox for you. So yeah, that's kind of my experience this winter. It's been a relatively positive one. I don't know if I just over-prepared and that worked out in my favor or what, because, you know, people tend to have some horror stories around the winter plant experience, and I do have to say that mine has relatively been absent of that. I haven't run into a lot of pest pressures this winter, just a couple of incidents that I was able to manage, and winter shipping wise, things have been great. No casualties to speak of, except for poor little red buttons here who got a haircut. It'll grow back, right? Thank you guys for watching. If you would like to like this video, if you liked it, go ahead. If you would like to subscribe to see more and catch up with me more, please feel free. And in the meantime, enjoy your plants.